How's it going, everybody? Gun here. Yes, my face is in a YouTube video for once. I wanted to try something different today. I've been messing around with the Affixing assistant, and I had this idea. What if we took a random weapon, or a specific one in this case, and we came up with like the most ridiculous affixing setup for a particular weapon, one that would be ridiculously overpowered and completely unnecessary to do, and just see what it would take. So, I have a particular weapon in mind for today, and we're going to talk about it. The weapon I want to look at today, since I know a lot of you are enjoying Luster, is the Rivalate Gunblade. This guy, the Rivalate Gunblade. Now, we can see on the list, it gets S4 and S5 slots, and it comes with an S5 slot, Skillful Adept Will. We're going to use that, of course. 20% critical rate increase, 2% damage, and 1% lifesteal as a on each critical hit. That's awesome. We're going to use that. So we're going to come over here to the Affixing Assistant, and I've already sort of thought about what we want for this. Now we're going to stack melee power as much as possible on this thing. And I know you can go melee or range, and it'll scale off of whichever's higher. But let's go with melee for this one. We're going to start by adding an S4 to it. We can search it here. These are the translated Japanese names, so some of these will be different. I will mention as we go what the English name is for those of you playing just on global. First one we want to add is S4 Raising Pursuit. For those of you playing on global, this is S4 Escalating Pursuit. I'm going to throw that on. For S5s, the one built into the Gunblade works really well. Here it's called Mysterious Purpose, but as we saw, here it's actually called Skillful Adept Will. That's built into the weapon, so that's easy enough to find. So next, we're gonna go to S attack, and we're gonna go. Alright, exclusive. Yeah. So it's gonna look at all the striking, as it's called in Japan, or the melee attack stuff, and order it on this list from highest boost to lowest. So we're gonna go. This is gonna get a little ridiculous. So we can put 6 on here, because of course we want an 8-slot weapon. So we're gonna have Guardian Soul. We're gonna have Grand Power, which is Grand Might. Skipping the S7 because we can't put it on a weapon. Mana Reverie, Mark Anger for global. Divine Order, and Exceed Energy. This creates a weapon with 330 melee, 270 range and tech, plus 31 photon points, 150 HP, 130 dex, 90 defense, and then of course our 2 S-class abilities. 330 melee attack. What the absolute hell is going on here? And how would you make this? Well, let's take a look. So we're going to assume we don't have to upslot. Let's say you've already got an 8-slot weapon. You're ready to go. Alright, so what do we need? S4 Raising Pursuit, or Escalating Pursuit. We have... this doesn't allow me to choose a... this doesn't allow me to choose the Add Raising Pursuit. But let's say that... So we need a weapon that already has it on there. You can add it to another weapon. And then the rest of this stuff here. These all assume you don't have... Let's assume each of these weapons is 8-slot, as it has to be. Oh, this is why it won't let me choose that. Because the only way to get Grand Power, or Grand Might, is that. Okay, so you need a weapon that has Escalating Pursuit on it already. Easy enough, buy and add Escalating Pursuit and put it on a weapon. You need a weapon that either you need a weapon with you need the Gunblade itself has this on it, Mysterious Purpose, or again, Skillful Adept Will, that's on the Gunblade. You don't need a fodder for that. It's already there. It's guaranteed to succeed. Guardian Soul. You need either a weapon that has Guardian Soul on it, or something with Astral, Ether Factor, Mana Reverie, and Absolute Glare on it already, with Soul Receptor. This has a really low chance of success. You probably know that already. So, best to wait for a boost week to do this to begin with. Then you need the add ability Grand Might, which will succeed no matter what. Again, we're not up-slotting, so that we have the best chance of success. So you need another weapon with all the... You need a lot of Reverie Catalyst, which you can't have on one weapon, can you? Apparently you can. Needs Reverie Catalyst twice? How would you do that? I'm not sure how you would do that. Let's see. We know that. A special ability factor, we know that. We're going to assume you're making Guardian Soul on this, so we'll have that. Mark Receptor, Mark Anger. So, Mark abilities can only be moved with something that has a Mark Receptor ability on it. And we are already using an add ability for Grand Might, so you have to use something with Mark Receptor already on it. You'll have to build a weapon that has 8 slots plus this. And then you need Divine Order and Divine Receptor on a weapon. And Exceed Receptor, Exceed Energy on... Okay, so you need a ton of stuff here to get this to work. If we were to go do it, here's what we're looking at. You can have 5 weapons. Let's say your main fodder over here is your Gunblade. This is the weapon you're adding stuff to. It already has your S5 as an SAF. So you need to get on your Gunblade already Reverie Catalyst and Exceed Energy. You need a weapon that has Ether Factor and Mana Reverie on it. Your second weapon needs to have Divine Receptor, Reverie Catalyst, and your S4. This could be another Rivalate weapon, or it could be an Atlas with just the S4 on it. However you want to do this, it has to have S4 compatibility, so you can put Escalating Pursuit on it. Your third weapon needs Mark Receptor, a Reverie Catalyst, and a Mark Anger. Your fourth weapon needs Reverie Catalyst, Divine Order, Absolute Glare, Omega Memoria, and Astral Soul. This weapon right here, this is going to be ridiculously expensive to put together by itself. Some of this stuff I know, like Astral Soul, you can get as an SAF from another weapon. Another augment factor. I know that there are weapons that offer Astral Soul when they're at plus 35. I bet you can find some of these other ones too. So that's, you can work around that. And then your fifth weapon needs to have Exceed Receptor. It doesn't matter what else it has. This is so that Exceed Energy can still be transferred into your weapon. All of this put together, and then each of these that says junk, by the way, it's there because you need an affix there to make that weapon an 8 slot, but what these are don't matter. Only the affixes that are named on each weapon are relevant to what we're building. I'm going to hit confirm. Alright, so this is our goal. Let's say it's a boost week. So we've got an extra 50% going on, right? Let's say, I don't know what that is. Let's say you've got a 50% boost, which I've seen. It's implying that 55 to 65 exists, but I haven't seen them in global yet, so I'm going to assume, unless somebody can correct me, that they don't exist in global at this time. So, you have all this set up. I'm going to also assume you haven't made 6 Rivalate weapons in order to put this together. I don't think it's possible yet. So we're going to say you don't have same equipment. With this setup, everything is guaranteed except Guardian Soul. I don't know what this Guidance of Life thing is. I'm curious, is it possible to make... It's definitely possible. If the 65% does exist or gets added to global, you can make Guardian Soul a 90% success rate. That's the only one that's going to fight you. You got to get lucky on this. I don't know if this exists in global. Let's look it up. Okay, so apparently it actually does exist. What it is it's the weapon potential of Xenesis weapons. If you can get one of those and use them as one of your fodder, say you get it to plus 30, you could use Guidance of Life. I don't know if it's called the same thing in global, but it's the Xenesis weapons potential. Get it to plus 3. Or get it to 3 and use it as one of your fodders. And there you go. You'd have guaranteed success on everything. Just barely. Again, this implies that the plus 65% exists. If it doesn't, and you still get the plus 50, 85% success rate. I still believe that that's the closest you can get. But doing this, you can create, again, this ridiculous weapon we've been discussing. So that's how we would create what I would call the perfect Rivalate Gunblade. Again, I want to stress, you do not need to do this. Those of you who are just learning how to affix, or those of you who are just getting into the game and worrying about min-maxing all your gear, you do not need to go this hard. Any sort of affixing setup that you are able to afford to put together, or none at all. Suppose you get a novel Gunblade and use its default affixes all the way to the Rivalate. Just add its S4 or its S5. That's totally fine. That's one of the great things about this game. The purpose of this is just to see how ridiculous you could make things. And a Gunblade with plus 330 melee, that's pretty ridiculous among all the other things you've had. So that's all I wanted to do today. If you liked this video and you have a weapon in mind you want to see affixed with something ridiculous, let me know in the comments below. I'm also open to doing units as well and taking a look at those. And I'm not really worried about what kind of weapon you're thinking of. If you have a particular 15 star you want to see created this way, or if you want to see a joke like a 1-star jet boots or something. Whatever you'd like to do. I want to do more of these if you guys are interested in seeing how ridiculous they can get. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, consider subscribing so you can see more of this and other PSO2 content I do. And I hope to see you sometime in one of my live streams. I stream on Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. And I will see you there. This is Shadgun, signing out.